Ready? Hi everybody, it's Teacher Marie. I want to tell you a story. A long time ago, there were different people that lived where we do in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And their life was really different. They didn't have cars, they didn't have cell phones, they didn't live in houses like we do, they didn't have stores to go to, but they knew all about nature and they knew how to live in the woods by the bay. So this is a story that their storytellers, who were the grandmas and grandpas, told to the children. And you know, the children didn't have schools like we do today. They learned from their moms and dads. They lived with several families together in a little village. And so this story is called How Coyote Made People. Now, Coyote was in lots of their stories. Coyote was kind of tricky sometimes and sometimes very brave. You never knew what Coyote might do. So Coyote said one day to his friend, the red-tailed hawk, "I have an idea. Let's make some people so that we can be our friends." Because a long time ago, there were not even any people in the world. Coyote said, "Hawk, do you have some extra feathers? I need feathers to make people." And Coyote said, or the hawk said, "Sure," and shook herself and shook her wings, and she got lots of feathers. She said, "Always growing new feathers anyway." So Coyote and the hawk took the feathers and they put them in the sweat house, which was kind of a low place in the ground that was covered with branches on the top. It was kind of cozy. And they stuck the feathers in the dirt and said, "Feathers, be people, be moms and dads and kids and aunts and uncles and grandpas and grandmas." And then the coyote and the red-tailed hawk went away. You can help me with the story. And they took a little nap. And when they woke up, they went back very quietly to see, did Coyote's magic work? It did! They turned into people. They were so excited they couldn't believe it. The feathers were people now. But that hawk was very observant. That means the hawk would look carefully and think about how things were. He said, "Coyote, there's a problem. The people are standing straight and stiff. They're not moving at all." "Oh," Coyote here said, "You're right, Hawk. We better go and ask Old Man Moon." So they ran down the path. They went through some tall grass. They had to swim across the river. Oh, Hawk was lucky she could fly across the river. And then they went through the muck, but up the hill, and they called out, "Old Man Moon, we need some help. Our people can't move." And Old Man Moon said, "Oh, I have just the thing. Open your bag." So they opened their bag, and Old Man Moon put something inside and closed it up. He said, "Okay, don't open the bag until you get home." So they ran down the hill and they went through the muck. They swam across the river. But Coyote was always very curious, and he said, "This bag doesn't weigh anything at all. Maybe Old Man Moon is tricking us." So guess what? He decided to open the bag. Do you think he should? He forgot. He opened the bag and out came all these fleas and all these bugs, and they started biting the people, and I mean not the people, they started biting Coyote and Hawk, and oh my gosh, they're rolling around the ground, and finally they said, "Fleas, go back in the bag." And they went quickly back to the people, and they went sneaking in. They opened the bag and let it out, but now they were so tired they went to take a nap. And then Coyote and Hawk came sneaking back to see what happened to the people. And they were jumping all over and dancing. The children were running around. Now they could move. They looked like real people. But that hawk, who was very observant, said, "Coyote, nobody's saying a word. I don't think they could talk." And what do you think Coyote said? "We better go visit Old Man Moon again." So they went down the path. They went through the tall grass. They swam across the river. They went through the muck and up the hill and called out, "Old Man Moon, we need some more help. our people can't talk. And the moon said, open your bag. And the moon poured in lots of words. He said, I don't have anybody to talk to up here. I have lots of words and jokes and everything. Then he said, don't open the bag till you get home. So the coyote and the hawk went down the hill, through the muck, across the river. And then they started to go through the tall grass when the coyote was curious again. He said, I don't know. Still, this bag isn't very heavy. You think he should open it? But he did. Grandfather Coyote opened it, and out came all these words and all these jokes. And the coyote and the hawk started laughing and giggling and laughing, and they couldn't even walk anymore. They're rolling all around. Finally, they said, words, jokes, go back in the bag. They shut the bag, and they ran on down and went in and dumped the words and the jokes on the people. But they were so tired, they took another nap. Then they woke up and they went back. Oh, the people were laughing. The people were talking. They were even singing songs. They were so happy. But that smart hawk looked around again and said, Coyote, there's still another problem. I think they're hungry. They don't have anything to eat. Oh, the coyote said, let's go ask Old Man Moon. And down the path they went, through the tall grass, across the river, through the muck, up the hill, and called out, Old Man Moon, our people are hungry. They don't have any food. And the moon said, oh, here's what you need to take them. Open your bag wide. He filled it with acorns. He said, now they won't be hungry ever again, but you have to teach them how to make acorn mush. So they closed the bag, and it was so heavy. The coyote took it in his teeth, the hawk put it in her beak, and they slowly got the bag all the way back to the people. And they opened it up, and they said, people, here's some acorns, but first you have to crack them, then you have to get the nut out, and then you have to grind the nut up, and then it tastes very bitter. You have to pour water on it and stir it and then taste it. Oh, it's still bitter. Pour some more water on. And then when it doesn't taste bitter anymore, it's nice and sweet, put it in a basket, put some hot rocks in the basket and stir it up. And now you'll have acorn mush and you'll never be hungry again. And the people were very happy. And that's the end of the story of how Coyote made people. Finish listening to the story, you might go find some feathers and tell it to your friends and tell it to your mom and dad. And everybody can learn to tell the story too. Bye.